The Must-Up also went through too, so he's in like Shadow Claw range. Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah. Wait, what? I mean, he still wins. This is a shield KO. Yeah. Hey everyone, let's wrap up the best of 5 deep dive series for Frankfurt Regional. So we are going to be watching the grand finals now between Alfie and Inadequans. If you haven't seen my other 2 videos on this regional, you can check them out in this series. But again, for those that are new to this series, it's a series where I'm analyzing all best of 5s in broadcasted regionals. So plays from the top 3 players and providing my thoughts on the battles and things that they did well, things that maybe they could have done better. And of course, I could be wrong, so drop your own thoughts down below in the comments if I said anything wrong. But hopefully this is a good insight into what a lot of top players think and why they do what they do. Before we get into the battles, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you'd like private one-on-one coaching, scrims against me, some of my league guides and strategies ahead of time, or even tune into my live stream battles, feel free to sign up through the Patreon link down below. All right, so looking at these 2 teams again, obviously if you watch my first series of this video, you'll know that Inadequans Blastoise, very, very strong into Alfie's team. The Giratina's pretty strong too, you know. It's got play into Togekiss. It's not really even a good matchup for Togekiss. It's really just the Dunsparce that can really check the Giratina. The course is not bad, but yeah, it's really the Dunsparce. And Dunsparce is not going to do nearly as well into the Gastrodon. It's okay until Blastoise, but not great either because Blastoise has that stab Hydro Cannon, whereas you're just doing non-stab moves from Dunsparce. So, again, I do think Inadequans has a much better team composition into Alfie's, but Alfie has been playing it well, and he honestly could have forced a Game 5 in that first winners bracket, winners finals, if he played it a little bit differently. I will say, I think as long as Inadequans leaves that Wigglytuff on the bench, I think he's in a good spot. He could maybe surprise Alfie a little bit if Alfie starts really disrespecting it. But I just don't think that there's as much utility because Alfie never brings that Togekiss in, right? And it's not even that bad of a matchup for Togekiss, for what it's worth. The Wigglytuff just, you know, it's pacing us a little bit slower against everything else. And it's really just a course they're trying to lock that into, right? One Pokemon for just one thing at Alfie's team when the rest of Inadequans team also has plenty of play into the Corsola. I just don't think it's quite worth it to bring it. So I think as long as he keeps the Wigglytuff on the bench, he wins this and there's no bracket reset. But let's take a look at the battles. All right, first game here. All right, you can see Inadequans shaking his head a little bit. Not the best matchup for him. He didn't bring the Blastoise. That's interesting. You know, it would have made a lot of sense maybe if he had like a Blastoise Safe Swap with a Scizor on the back. Because it's not a great matchup for the Scizor, for what it's worth. Maybe he's expecting, I think he's expecting the Credilli. But the Blastoise is so strong that even if there is a Credilli, it's not the end of the world. And there actually is not even a Credilli on Alfie's team, which is kind of wild. Because the Blastoise is so strong. But he brings a Gastrodon instead, which I think is a good neutral check to the Blastoise. Because you do resist that rollout damage. And we saw earlier, his Gastrodon does win that zero shield situation too. So, all right, let's see how this goes.
A good lead for 9 Eltrodon, but you have shield.
All right, yeah, so you always shield this. He swaps. It's kind of what Potamon did too. Yeah, this is I mean, these Dragon Calls do add up. That's like half, almost half. Not quite half, but whoa. So I don't know why Alfie did that. He went over 100 NG again. He could just optimize on the one rollout here. So after this Moose Throne, he goes for instead of... So he wants to optimize. You want to throw one rollout here and throw a move, or you throw 3, right? But you don't want to throw 2 because you give a turn over to Inadequans, is Giratina. But he has energy, so you just throw after 1. It's not like Inadequans can catch here and doesn't KO after 1 anyway, right? But instead he goes for 3. Like Inadequans could have even thrown a Dragon Claw at that point too, right? And then you really can't optimize, and you have to throw on bad timing, and you went over 100. I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world, but like it's like little things like this will 100% add up over time. Okay, he throws on bad timing on purpose. And we get the shield out in Inadequance.
He wants to protect his Giratina from being sniped out of the match from a Gorzola. Astonish here goes to throw another Dragon Claw.
Okay.
Take out the Dunsparce. So much damage.
But
this bulky dragon type Pokemon picks up its
it's not too bad. Astonish is going to be a good chunk. This damage is not going to do too much. I mean, it looked a lot worse for the Dunsparce, but like Corsa is bulkier, right? So you could just Astonish all the way down. That's a good chunk actually still. Okay, expected combo play. Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, you can see Alfie Grimace there too. I think you need to just throw the... You just need to throw the Mud Slap there. Now he needs to like... He's probably going to undercharge a little bit? No, he doesn't. You can probably get one more Mud Slap through. But he just charged it all the way. Alfie's kind of behind. He's going to get Mud Slap down. And Inadequance already knows what's in the back, right? So he might even shield the Water Pulse. Yeah, it's more damage than the Shadow Sneak, I think. Stab and slightly higher attack on the Gastrodon. It should do more, I think. It's a good play, and he knows Alfie doesn't get to another move anyway, so it's unlikely he baits. It doesn't even matter. There's no shield decision to make. Like, you let this Mud Slap go, you let this Body Slam go, you just lose anyway. Also, the Giratina has health, so like unless Alfie has back-to-back moves, and also one Nightshade is not enough. But like if it comes down to Astonish or Shadow Call down, he's gonna get Shadow Call down after this Body Slam lands. Like shield this, you still lose. He's just too far behind at this point. Yeah, it's a good MEC. Okay. So he throws his Nightshade, but it's not enough. So he can't go for the Astonish down. The Mud Slap also went through too, so he's in like Shadow Claw range. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah. Wait, what? I mean, he still wins. this is a shield KO. Yeah. I think it's probably a little greedy from Inadequance there, but it's fine. I mean, he wins the charge attack priority. So, but like, let's say if the Shadow Call didn't put this Corsola in charge attack priority or shield KO range, then Alfie wins that game. Yeah. No, there's no way. That's a one shield KO, a 1 HP KO. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Alfie, I guess, didn't see that coming. I don't know. But that looked like a shield KO to me. Yeah. So, for obviously, anyone that doesn't know, if you have only 1 HP, then the shield blocks everything but 1 damage, no matter what move is thrown. So, yeah. So, if you have 1 HP, you don't want to shield there. I mean, Alfie had to. He had nothing else left. But, yeah. I don't think Inadequance needs to go for that play there. He was trying to snipe down, but it almost gave him the lose con. Anyway, he didn't bring Blastoise. He does bring Blastoise this time around, which is good. So he's ABA weak to Gastrodon. It's not that bad, right? But it's not good, right? He is ABA weak. Yeah, this Gastrodon's stupid safe into Inadequance team too. Gastrodon actually looks really disgusting in this meta. Maybe at least into these teams. Okay. We saw in game 1, but 2 adjustments, one on either side of their backlines. Will the players work out what their opponents are strategizing? Alfie might not shield. Oh, he does shield. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't shield one of these one day, because like it's almost always a bait, right? I mean, it's really risky if it's not, but I mean, if Inadequance wants to win this matchup, he probably could up a shield and up energy. Obviously, Alfie could bait here as well, but like you're not going to shield this first Hydro Cannon, so like yeah, I think also I don't even think Grass Knot's even enough to kick out this Blastoise. But Inadequance up a shield. This Blastoise is already really strong. Even if you bait with 2 Rock Tombs, he has time to swap out and combo play you. Or he can't combo play you. I don't think he has energy, but he can swap out at least. Yeah, this is like really uncomfortable, because if he lets this go, Inadequate just shields once and rollouts you down. And if you don't debuff, right? Like if he doesn't throw, if he throws a, wait, what? Okay, so he does throw the. Inadequate could also catch this actually onto any of his Pokemon in the back. Oh, he does! Oh! Yeah. I mean, he didn't have the move, I guess, so it's fine for Alfie. It's not like he got the move sniped. He was like one off, I think. Did he have the move? Actually, let me see. Did he have the move?
Hang on.
No, I don't think he did.
There is 4
No, he didn't.
Wants to hang on onto this.
Yeah. Yeah, so he would have had to throw one more. It's fine. Yeah, he would have had to throw one more anyway. But this Blaster's going to be a problem, right? Because it's really strong to Alfie's team already. And the Cordelia's out. So that was like your best matchup. And the Gastron is like lower on health too. It's not like going to be taken out by one Hydro Cannon, but like that's like really big for Inadequance because he can now potentially grab shield to do a lot of damage with the Scizor right after. Okay. It's not over. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't knock out. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So if like it's a really good no shield from Inadequance. He doesn't get a lot of shield, even if he doesn't get the Night Slash off. Night Slash is not going to take this out. He doesn't have the Trailblaze, so if he shields there, Alfie's almost at another move. I think he's almost at he is at the double body slam, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think he is. Yeah, it just wouldn't have paid off too much. He doesn't get to that Trailblaze unless so. I don't think it's really worth it. And also, you have a whole Pokemon back. Yeah, he had way too much energy. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, okay. So Alfie's not going to throw this move right away, I think, because even if he like he's going to get the move off before the Blastoise. It's still one rollout away. But the Blastoise is not in Nightshade range. I mean, maybe Alfie throws it anyway just for the chip damage and shields and farms down after. But I think the better play here is for him to overfarm, shield the next Hydro Cannon, then have like 2 Nightshades ready, right? I don't think you take out the Giratina either way though. Oh no, he does throw right away. I think the problem here for Alfie is that he's still getting hit by a Hydro Cannon. So he just denies himself some extra farm for the Corsola. I think he's too far behind to win this game anyway. But he needs that extra Nightshade for the Corsola for the Giratina. Because if he throws this, he has less to farm off this Blastoise, I think. Versus like over farming then throwing when he has back-to-back. Yeah, see what I mean? He might still get like enough to get to Nightshade here. So maybe it's not the end of the world. It's just that I don't know how you take out this Giratina. It's too much health. Okay, so he gets the back-to-back anyway. So it's not too bad. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Even if you catch here, it's not the end of the world. You just overfarm. Oh wait. Oh yeah, he threw in between. There's no way you catch there. Yeah, it's really hard. It was really hard. Unless you like pause there from Alfie, because he just throws in between your moves. It was a smart Ancient Power as well, because even if he catches on the Gastrodon, he's like 1 or 2 Shadow Calls away from the next one, and the Gastrodon would resist it, and he just like gets another move back to back, and he has it for the Corsola. Yeah. Yeah. This might be a quick 3-0. Inadequance, just don't bring the Wiglets up and you're good. For Alfie, I don't really know. You can't really bring the Charizard very easily. It's way too weak to this Blastoise that's already safe for Inadequance. Which means that Inadequance can bring this Scizor really safely. I think Inadequance just keeps leading into Blastoise Giratina core, and he just like wins. And he just throws in a third, like a Gastrodon, Scizor. Gastrodon or Scizor. Honestly, he just rotates between these 4 Pokemon, and he wins. I don't think there's a way he loses, right? Yeah, there we go. Right, we had the same 3. Oh, this is tough. Although I will say the Dunsparce is pretty good here in the back. It's just like one of the spots where like I've been in these positions before myself, but like it's just like you feel like you're throwing paint at a wall and like or I don't know, throwing darts in the dark, whatever the analogy is. It's just like nothing you could really do. You could really like overcome your opponent's team composition. We saw it in the last series, Alfie versus Pokémon too, right? And this one's like obviously it's like the other way around, but yeah, Inadequance just he has a really good team composition. He's also playing like near perfectly. I don't think he's really making any mistakes at all. Outside that like little combo play like attempt in the first game, but even then that's like a very minimal thing. Okay. Oh, actually, this is actually not too bad for Alfie. He has the alignment he wants, and also the Gastron we saw before. It does pretty good. Oh wait, he spent a shield though. Why did he spend a shield this early? I don't think he needs to. Like you can't Shadow Claw this down. Because now you set up the Scizor for a potential sweep. Now I don't think the Scizor can because it's pretty frail. But like, okay, he realizes the value of this Dunsparce for what it's worth, which I get. Maybe he's predicting the Scizor in the back, but again, like he's going to get to another Dragon Claw. You don't double shield the Dunsparce, right? That'd be kind of wild. I feel like. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Why is he always charging past 100? He just throws here. Maybe he's trying to avoid a catch, but like again, he's now at like 100 energy, almost at 100 energy. Right here, he's almost at 100. If he throws one more rollout, again, he like caps out on energy. Yeah, because he gets that rollout through. So if he wants to optimize, he has to throw another rollout, but he's already at max energy, so he gives up a turn. Yeah, because now he has to give up the turn, right? I mean, it's one turn, but again, like, these little things add up a bit. Maybe he's just really worried about a catch, but like clearly Inaquan's not that strong into this. Okay. Hey. Coming through just before this Night Slash. I think each of us have bated breath as to how I don't think this is gonna be a good spot. He could have thrown on Charge Like Priority, but he didn't know if like Alfie was gonna swap or not, right? Like that's not a bad play from Inadequance, because like if he throws that blind and it's like the Gastron catches it, then he like sets himself up for a loose con. So I don't hate that he went for the Bullet Punch. He's going to have to, like, bait perfectly or land, like, a Trailblaze at this point, though, because there's too much health on this Gastrodon. Oh, he goes for it. Oh, he does shield it. Okay. Can he swap out here? He goes for the Body Slam. Wait, this is not enough, though. He might get to the Trailblaze. Or he might... he has to go for it. No, he can't get to it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not much. There's not much that Inadequacy to do at that point, right? That was well played. Yeah, because Alfie's positioning, once he won that lead, is he got the alignment he wanted, right? And that's like probably the biggest way to punish Inadequance. No matter how safe that Giratina and Blastoise is, well, the Blastoise is taken out, and then the Scizor, like it's like safe-ish, but like it's not as safe into Alfie's team as the Blastoise. Like both Giratina and Scizor are not as safe as Blastoise. So even though Inadequance has a lot of flexibility, you take out the most flexible Pokemon right off the bat, and yeah, the Giratina's secondary most flexible, but then Alfie has this like hardest answer on it. Like that is actually the hardest counter he has for it. Because you could still do something into Corsa, but you don't have to nearly as much in Dunsparce, right? So I did like that Alfie made that adjustment. I think like I'm surprised Inadequate's gonna swap out at any point in time. But it's also tough, right? With the Scizor and the Giratina in the back, like what do you swap to here? Into like a Corso lead? Like it's not really easy to swap into anything here, because like if you look at these lines, he swaps Scizor, Alfie brings in Gastrodon. Yeah, we'll have to go on shield, but comes out with all this energy and nothing walls off the damage from the Gastrodon, except for the Giratina, but it's still going to like chunk the Giratina because of Shadow. You swap in Giratina, he brings in Dunsparce. Obviously, Inadequance doesn't know exactly his backline, but like, it's not a easy position for Inadequance to be in. He's just thinking that, you know what, with enough energy lead on my back two Pokemon and shields up, I have a lot of play. And he's not wrong. It's just that Alfie just had the perfect counter. Outside of maybe a Charizard on the Scizor, right? But Charizard is just way too risky for him to bring, so I think it makes sense why he didn't bring it. Yeah, Alfie just has to play these really well. I mean, I honestly, in the first series, in the winners finals, the only game Alfie won again was when he got the alignment exactly where he wanted. Oh, he brought the Wigglytuff? All right, Inadequance. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but yeah, like it just doesn't. so he's trying to catch the Corsair, right? But the Wigglytuff doesn't really do much into his backline either. It's kind of a gamble. It's really kind of a gamble. But this is a really good lead for him, though, because he resists all this charge damage. And this Gastrodon's kind of a pain for Inadequance, right? So this is his best answer. I really wish Inadequate just had double water in the back. Like, why not bring the Blastoise here? What's the harm? Okay. He probably chips and brings in Wigglytuff? Or no, he probably brings in Gastrodon here. Yeah, I think he brings in Gastrodon. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're in a much better matchup. You resist the rollout damage. You're really bulky. You can hit back at the Gastrodon pretty well. You have coverage into everything else as well, right? Like, nothing really resists all this damage. So it's also, like, as safe as Gastrodon is for Alfie, it's really safe for Inadequance in this particular game, too. The Togekiss is kind of annoying. Let's see if he farms up a lot on Togekiss or not. Timers are misaligned, so Alfie could just swap over to Togekiss if he thinks that there might not be a Scizor in the back. But honestly, Togekiss with the energy lead is actually pretty annoying for Scizor as well. Okay. I like this play as well. He goes for Water Pulse, knowing that body time's not enough. If he grabs a shield from Alfie, that's good, because Alfie still can't win switch. So it's like a really good no-brainer Water Pulse. There's on Charge Like priority as well. So he gets a lot of value out of this Water Pulse. Definitely the right play. Even though shields are up, it's definitely the right play. Like, it's a win-win situation for Inadequance here, right? Even if Alfie shields. Oh yeah, he doesn't shield. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Alfie's behind. He can't. So now he does this. I like this play a lot. But it's just like, Togekiss is so frail for Alfie. I don't know. See, it's got to play into everything. But, like, you kind of have to shield a Water Pulse here. You have to shield and you have to throw your energy. That's where it's, like, really bad for Alfie. Yeah, he has to shield this. It's a really good move here. Oh, he swaps in. I don't know about this one. But again, like, Inadequance has nothing to really soak up this damage. So I get why he did this. But, like, Alfie's almost at the back-to-back. And this, he might almost put the Giratina in Peck range after this. Psyshock did get buffed like a few seasons ago, so it does a little more damage. Yeah, he spends a shield, but then, like, he's going to have to shield the next one, no? Okay, Alfie threw that on bat. Oh, no, it's 2-turn versus 2-turn. It's fine. It's actually smart play. I don't know, I thought it was 2-turn to 3-turn. Okay. Wait. Alfie has a shield this, right? Because I think he doesn't... He's at Dragon Call energy. I think if he thinks it's Ancient Power, it's a really good no-shield. I mean, that's his only win con to no-shield this. But, like, I get it. Back against the wall, you're one game away from getting eliminated. You probably just throw out the Panic Shield here. But his only win con is to... Like, even if it might be a Dragon Claw, his only win con is to not shield this, right? Because... Oh, no, he hasn't seen Inadequate's last Pokemon. But, I mean, there's a whole Pokemon at the end. You can't, like, let the Togekiss go shieldless. He kind of has to let this go, actually. I think that's his only win con. Even if it's a Dragon Claw, I think he has to let it go. Throw the Psyshock on the Giratina, then try to sweep with Togekiss in the back. Because the Wigglytuff doesn't do enough damage with Charm anymore, right? So you could just get to back-to-back Aura Sphere, maybe. Yeah, good call. Really good call. And he doesn't get taken out. Oh, that's huge. Oh, this is probably a Game 5. We'll see. Togekiss might... Let's see if this charm damage is going to be enough, though. It's going to come down to, like, probably the Shadow Claw and Mud Slap damage, because I think this Togekiss does go down. But I don't think there'll be... this Wigglytuff does go down, but I don't think Togekiss will have a lot of health. Can you get to it? Oh! Oh, that's huge, because he threw that on bad timing, so that charm damage doesn't register as long as this Aura Sphere lands. I mean, he had to throw the move, right? But that's 100% the right play from Alfie. Is how much health is on this Gastrodon again? Oh, it was way too much. It's way too much. It's way too much. Yeah, the Mud Slap damage is too much. Wow. Yeah. Well done from Inadequance. He wins another tournament. Unfortunately, I already knew that he won because someone spoiled it for me, but yeah, he made the Wigglytuff work, you know, in that one. I think the problem is Alfie brought the Togekiss. I don't think the Togekiss is just way too frail. It's way too frail. I think he needs to lean more on the Gastrodon, the Corsola, and the Dunsparce. But then again, Inaquins did surprise him with the Wigglytuff. I do like Inaquins bringing the Wigglytuff here because he's up 2-1, so he could be a little bit more risky. But Alfie, I think, played that well. It just he doesn't have enough bulk on his team to deal with Inaquins' stuff. You know, like his Togekiss gameplay was fine. He made the right no shield call on the Gastrodon. Still got the Water Pulse off. But he made it a close series, and that's a tough opponent. So big congrats to Inadequence. No surprise, another Wigglytuff Legendary Dragon Core gets his second first place medal. But yeah, really good stuff from him, and I guess he's our first player to auto qualify outside the already auto qualified players from Worlds. So yeah, congrats to him. Yeah, really well done, and honestly, really well played from Alfie. Like honestly, very few mistakes. Hopefully me explaining through the thought process makes a lot of sense here. I think when you have a big team disadvantage like that, you kind of have to go risky, right? Like this Togekiss doesn't have that much play, right? Neutral here. It's good into Gastrodon, but he still had to shield the Water Pulse, right? Because it's so frail. You're not great here when shields are up. Blastoise beats you. Giratina, I think, beats you, right, with the Ancient Power, and then Talonflame beats you too. So it's kind of a gamble, right? I think Inaquin's Wigglytuff was a gamble in that last game, but I think the Togekiss was a bigger gamble. But then again, Alfie's in a tough position, so like, what can you do? Like, outside of just hard RPSing Inadequence completely, right, which is his only two times he beat Inadequence, it just was too tough. And Inadequence's not going to give him that many openings when he's already that. Like, when you play against a player that's that good and then they have a team composition advantage, it's like near impossible. But well played though from Alfie for that second place too. I think it's his highest performance to my knowledge. So, but yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy this first best of 5 deep dive series from Frankfurt. I will be doing this all year round unless like people hate it for whatever reason. But anyway, anything I said that might be incorrect, drop it down below. And best luck in your own tournaments. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get alerted when I post my new video. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.